Never duck a smoker, any call out. Better be ready to go to.
It's week 17.
The snow continuing to pile up at game time. And off we go from Lambeau. And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And they will be... second-year quarterback.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses that have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
That one caught downfield by Watson. A huge play there right off the bat. 48 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
That's a Packers touchdown. Romeo Doubs with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Packers need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. Game. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So now the Titans get their first shot on offense. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game, almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
1st and 10. Here's Levis. He gets this one to Burks. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Off the option, here's Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 20 carries, 75 yards.
And those numbers have both he and his blockers motivated this week. They saw that yardage total climbing, but stopped short of 100. Every one of them has to be driven this week to help him reach the century mark.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. But Charles, as we've covered, they've already clinched their spot in the postseason, so now they just want to avoid adding any additional names to this list before the postseason begins.
Terrific observation, because trying to move off a spot, I don't know if it's worth it if you're trying to play guys who aren't quite right. Get them healthy, get ready for the playoffs, make your move then.
And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers 30. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. Off the play fake, Levis. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. Levis on 3rd down. And he nearly got the 1st himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. Levis sets up to throw here. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And the Packers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one.
And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. Jeffrey Simmons. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And that's their first sack of this game. But how about last week? 6 sacks. Great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Amani Hooker. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January. And
I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Will Levis. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are an extra point away from drawing level. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And we are tied at 7. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Marking down at the 49. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Solid catch there from him. He's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws that quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango. Play action. Now it's Lance. That's to the tight end, Colby Parkinson. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now the man from UTEP. This is Aaron Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. And his kick is no good. It's an early miss. We'll see if that has any ramifications later here as the afternoon wears on. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, they go play action. Here's Levis. Looking right sideline, that's complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10 as they've got it as we resume action. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
That is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. On the counter, it's Henry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Henry again on 2nd down.
And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Following the play here, now we've got an injury. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, are you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
They'll get that complete to Parkinson.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. A nice run there by Jones on 1st down as they wind up getting about 5, so 2nd and 5 coming up.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Off of play action, here's Lance. Open man is Musgrave, the tight end.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Jones is in. Touchdown, Packers.
And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And that is off the left upright. It's no good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively.
And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll put him at an even 50 receiving yards now in this first half. And it's a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Well, this hasn't really been a first half to remember on either side of the ball. But I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a one-score game if you can. And that's good work there to get some yardage here and pick up the first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now.
Levis now on second down. A check down here for Henry.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Titans moving quickly here. They're in the hurry-up.
Levis to throw once more.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at the 10.
A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards.
And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking...
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body.
Picked up by Monty Rice.
And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Levis now on 1st and 10.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Back to throw, it's Levis.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And the ball's loose. Levis has it knocked free. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Well, that's the down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. This is caught. Touchdown.
Rodeo Dobbs.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And that will make this a 19-point game. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Titans offense going to get one final possession in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And the Packers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And he missed it. That was neither far enough. It wasn't even on target. It's no good, and that'll keep this a 19-point game.
One of the few things that hasn't gone right in this first half. They had a chance there for late points, but this one winds up off the mark.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
The one final shot before the half. Here's Levis.
And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. First and 10, it's Levis.
And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Levis back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. They convert on third with a gain of 22.
First down, Titans.
Levis to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Harold Landry buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot.
No question, that was needed by the defense because they're already trailing by a couple of scores. They had to get off the field without allowing another one. That sack on the first play, that may have derailed this drive.
And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
Let's go. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. Ready? We'll step aside.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
And this one's not close. Not even close. Short and to the right. It's no good. And that'll keep this a 19-point game. So it's a letdown there. They get the ball in tremendous position following the turnover, but they come away empty-handed.
Oh, man, you hate to waste field position like that. Your defense did you the favor of getting you the ball on this side of the 50, but neither the offense nor the kicking team could capitalize.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
Brings up second and 11 at the 31-yard line.
Here's Levis. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down. Levis. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down, Tennessee.
Now Levis.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Levis looking to throw.
And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Titans.
And Levis going back to the air. Throw right right side, going to be taken in by Henry.
Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
3rd and goal. Here's Levis.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and that'll get the deficit back to 16.
So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs.
Now a hit and a loose football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secure. And a lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. 3rd quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Play action. Now it's Lance. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
On now is the Packers punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd.
Oh, the return is Callaway.
They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return, and it'll be Titan football.
Tennessee offense set to go again.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Levis in trouble. Down he goes. Quay Walker came through to make the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow, maybe. And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter play. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. But ultimately they fail on.
And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out.
Previous play is under review.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it.
After review of the play, ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
0-0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay of game. Offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Off play action. Cummings.
Looking deep here for Dobbs.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Romeo Dobbs
With his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year.
And the Packers add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
A gain of 15. First down, Tennessee.
Levis to throw on 1st and 10 here. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Levis sets up to throw here. That's caught. Left side, it's Burks.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Now again, it's Levis looking to throw it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Tracy Walker.
And the Packers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
2nd and 10.
Off the play fake. Cummings. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Offense.
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Off play action. Cummings.
That quick throw there is incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Oh, and bowls over it. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They go play action here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Harold Landry able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Off the play fake. Cummings. And his throw is incomplete.
With a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So after the big play, this all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Out to his left. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Up the middle, Jones. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Packers are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Titans now just about ready to take over. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with the 1st and 10. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Levis to throw once more. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And he is going to pick up the Titans' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
A gain of 29 yards. First down, Titans.
Back to throw, it's Levis. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
First down, Tennessee.
One final try here for Will Levis.
And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
The extra point is good, but it only impacts the final score as this game comes to a close. Well, on the one side, if you're trying to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through.
Come on, this thing was done.